Mr. Wish is one of the rarest deviations you can find in Once Human. He can either drop on your first try or your 50th. Mr. Wish only spawns in one specific location, the level 15 Securement Silo Sigma Dungeon. In this guide, we will discuss exactly what you need to do to get Mr. Wish, what the deviation does, and how you can make those runs a bit less complicated and less of a chore. As mentioned previously, Mr. Wish can be found in the level 15 dungeon known as Securement Silo Sigma, located in the Broken Delta region of the map. For those more keen on using coordinates, the entrance to the dungeon can be found at 4,917 by -5,470. Once you arrive at the dungeon entrance, simply interact with the door and ready up. Now that you are inside, follow the L-shaped hallways to the set of stairs before a large room with 3 enemies in sight. Using a sniper is the best bet, as you can pick all 3 of these enemies off from the staircase prior to entering the room. There is also a sniper enemy in the top right corner, so if you do have a sniper, walk down the stairs just a bit to take him out too. 2 enemies are going to spawn from the right door at the top of the ledge, here. Then 2 more from the left will jump down onto the floor. Take them out and move along to the second room directly ahead. There are enemies in here that throw flying explosive drones. You will want to take them out first, as the explosion can do a lot of damage and have you wasting activators before even getting to the tedious boss fight ahead. Pick off the remaining enemies in this room and make sure to blast away the turret located in the far top left of this area. One of these enemies, called the Rosetta Mechanic, will drop the Rosetta V3 access card. Loot it off one of the bodies and move to the next room. Rather than continuing straight, take a left into the vent system. Follow it all the way down and make a left at the opening where you see a ladder. Climb up the ladder and make another left. Follow this down to another room with 3 enemies that need to be taken out. Again, a sniper works wonders here, as you can kill these enemies without even leaving the vent or letting them know that you've arrived. Once they've been killed, enter the room and run straight, then right to this large door illuminated in red lights. There will be a keypad on the wall to the left of the door where you will interact to swipe the access card you looted from before. Follow this dark and eerie room all the way down and make a right, where you will begin to almost hallucinate as you enter the kids' play area. Follow the kiddie area all the way down to the door and go inside. This is where the magic, or 50 failed attempts, happens. The idea here is to interact with a gaming system that resembles the wish machine in the center of the circle, which triggers the encounter. Think of this like Hardpoint in Call of Duty. Stand in the circle until the charging bar reaches 100. There are going to be waves of enemies coming at you from all angles. Some like to dead sprint at you like Blade from Blade Runner, while others will run up and explode in an AoE mess onto the floor. Try to shoot the massive blob-like creatures before they get to you onto the platform, as their explosion does a huge amount of damage that can kill you quite quickly. The enemies will spawn from the slides on both ends first, this one and this one, then the 2 next to it. Then they will appear from portals on the side of the room. Again, a sniper is seemingly the best way to pick all of them off before they make it up to the ring, as you can easily get overwhelmed and die. One good thing about death here is that the charge remains where it was when you died, so you can pick up where you left off after you run back. Once the charge reaches 90, a boss will spawn called Claw Machine. This boss's weak spot is the teddy bear dangling from their chest. Aim for that, as once the bear has been killed, it will stagger the boss and you can throw some big damage to begin to burn him down. The teddy bear does respawn though, and if you don't kill it in time, Claw Machine will throw it at you. He explodes just like the blob-like creatures from the waves and leaves an AoE on the ground, so try to take him down prior to the throw or watch out. Using both a sniper and a rifle here seems to be the best way to burn the boss down quickly. Sniper for the teddy bear shots and rifle for the boss once staggered. But play around with the weapons if you seem to die over and over. Once the boss is defeated, stand inside of the circle and wait for the charge to reach 100. And if you are very lucky, Mr. Wish will spawn inside of the loot pool within the chest. It is unknown whether or not you need to use controllers to get Mr. Wish to spawn, but during our playthrough, we did use them. If you don't get Mr. Wish this run, turn around and run out the door you came in from, and go back out to where you exited the vent. Run up the stairs and follow the path to the next boss room. Kill that final boss, loot the chest, and start again and again until you finally loot the coveted Mr. Wish deviation. Mr. Wish is a combat deviation that comes with 2 abilities to utilize: Rapid Fire, which marks enemies with the bullseye and attacks them, and Auto Attack, which automatically attacks nearby hostiles. Using Mr. Wish is the same as using any deviation in Once Human. Sink it to the cradle and use E when you need their help during combat to deploy it. That's going to do it for this guide on how to get Mr. Wish in Once Human. For more, head on over to our growing wiki pages. And as always, for all things gaming, stick with IGN.